What's up, you guys? Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, my name is Miyoshi Mac, and if you're not subscribed, girl, subscribe. Today we are doing this Euphoria inspired makeup look. I am so happy with how it turned out. So let's get right into it. I'm taking my Morphe concealer. This is in the shade C265 and applying this all over my eyes as my eyeshadow base for today. A key trick to having a seamless eyeshadow base, especially if you're going to use concealer, is to do stamping motions to kind of press the product in instead of, typically sweeping it around. Going in with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette, taking the shade Mugshot. It is my favorite brown to do for the crease, so I'm taking that on a tapered crease brush and I'm just applying that on the outer third of the eye, again using the same patting motions that I did for the eyeshadow base. This is to build pigmentation, and then we'll focus on blending later. Now I'm taking my Cella, this is the Divine limited edition palette, and I'm going in with the shade Pure. Taking this on a flat shaded brush, I'm going to lightly pack this color all over the first 2/3 of my eyelid, and this is going to serve as our other eyeshadow color. And as you can see, I'm actually bringing it as closely as I can to the crease and not necessarily blending them in with blending motions, but just kind of lightly packing it on top, just so that way our look is a lot more seamless. To finish off our eyeshadow, I'm taking the Barbie X ColourPop Malibu Barbie palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Make Waves. It's a really light brown shade, and I'm going to be applying this on a more like a pencil or a small blending brush, and I'm going to be applying this to the inner 2/3 of our crease, just on the top half, just to give it more of a light and again seamless look. I felt a little incomplete without bringing the color all the way in my personal opinion, so I just wanted to take a lighter brown shade to do that. And now I'm going in with the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner. This is the pink one, and I'm going to be using this as our eyeliner for today. I love the pop of pink for this look. I feel like it really does something with a nice neutral background. Now I will forewarn you that if you're going to use the NYX eyeliner that I used, it does take a couple of coats to actually get it to the vibrancy and the pigmentation that you want. So do keep that in mind, because if you go over it too many times, it will actually start to crack. So that's just one thing that I noticed. I personally will go look more into graphic liners or better liner colors, because I didn't really like that. I had to make sure that I had a lot of product on the brush the first go round, so that way I only had to do it 2 times, if that makes sense, instead of constantly trying to go over the same section multiple times, because it honestly wouldn't have panned out well. So that's just a little tip for you guys. Going back in with my Morphe concealer, I'm going to be applying this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose and the little tip of my nose, and also my forehead for my highlighting placement. For foundation, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin and I'm applying this on this like triangle foundation brush. And I was doing something new here, honestly. I was trying to do like placement technique, so don't mind me, but I was trying something new and I actually liked how it turned out. So if you guys like this technique, let me know down in the comment section, and I will make sure to do like a more in-depth tutorial. If you're new here, then you know I use both brushes and a beauty sponge. I use the beauty sponge just to get out those fine lines and the little impressions that the brush can make sometimes, and just kind of like, you know, clean up the concealer, make sure there's no wrinkles or anything like that, no creasing. And then I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the shade Honey. I love this stuff. This has been my go-to setting powder, especially for under my eyes. It really makes them pop, and it just, I don't know, I feel like the color of your translucent powder matters. For contour, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'll link the name down in the description box below because I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm applying this around my nose, on my cheekbones, well, like underneath my cheekbones, and I do my chin now as well. I don't know, I just kind of like the effect it gives, so I've been doing that as well. Blending that out with like a really small eyeshadow brush. It's really like flimsy, if you will, so it's perfect for contouring the nose. To set our cream contour, I'm taking my favorite girl, my NARS Casino Bronzer. She is really that girl. She has a little bit of gold shimmer in her, and I just love her. Me and her have been rocking now for almost a year now. So if you haven't picked up this NARS bronzer, it doesn't have to be this shade, but a NARS bronzer, you need to get one ASAP. It is so bomb. I'm removing my setting powder with this, it's actually a highlighter brush, but I like it for removing my setting powder. So where we cleaned up our contour and under our eyes and the bridge of our nose, it's just really nice and subtle, and it doesn't create any like smudging in your makeup, or it doesn't move your makeup that's underneath. It just really does, it really does keep it set. For blush, I'm taking the Powerpuff Girls X ColourPop Save the World or Saving the World blush. I love this blush. It's a pretty peachy color. I loved it. I felt like it complemented the pink, and it was just soft enough to where it gave like a dolly effect instead of like an overly blushy rosy cheek type of effect. I did forget to contour my cupid's bow, highlight my cupid's bow, so I'm doing that here, and I'm just gonna quickly set it as well, just so we can get on with the look. For the crystals I'm putting on my face today to complete my eye look, I found these on Amazon. They were actually, I think, like $20, but it's like a lot of different shapes and stuff like that in there. There's like stars, moons, all that good stuff. So if you guys want that, I'll link it in the description box as well. But this is actually really simple. I'm taking my lash glue. This is the Mink Label lash glue. It dries clear, and it actually is very easy to work with. So I'm going to be dotting that and creating my placement, and then I'm going to be taking the basic circle rhinestones in different sizes, so that way it increases in size as I'm going along, and then I'm just taking tweezers and putting them on. It's really simple. To finish off the eyes, I'm going in with the Benefit They're Real mascara, putting that on my lashes, top and bottom, and then I'm going to be going in with my Mink Label lashes in High Acidity and applying those as well. To finish off the face, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Hustle and Glow. I love this highlighter. I use it all the time. Taking the Chiate Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. It smells like coconuts, and it's about that time. So yeah, I'm just spraying that over my face to set everything in place. For lips, I'm taking my Mink Beauty lip liner, and this is in the shade Brulee, and I'm going to be applying this as just like a nice little format for my lip color. First lip gloss is going to be the Mink Beauty lip gloss in Spiced, and I'm going to be going over my lip liner with this color. So this is going to create more like a soft ombre effect. I want glossy lips, but I was trying something new. basically. I was trying to see if I could use lip gloss as a liner, and I liked how it turned out, so keep on watching. My lipstick of choice for today is my ultimate fave, the Tarte of the Sea lipstick in Beach Babe, and I'm just gonna apply this in the very mid-center. It's a very small area, and I'm just gonna blend that in together. And you see what this is why I said wait, because look at that. It's just so seamless. I love it. It's pretty, it's glossy, it's giving, and that's what we were going for. Over top of that, I'm taking the Mink Beauty lip lacquer, and this is in the shade, oh my god, Biscotti. How could I forget? I blanked on that real quick. It's in the shade Biscotti, and this color has some glitter pigments in it to help, you know, my lips shine a little more and catch the sun. Yes. And this is the final look. I loved how this look turned out. It was just everything. I went and I did my hair. I did some TikToks. It was given. It was a vibe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Mwah.